Monólogo 7, Hierofantes paganos. Este orfanato cosmológico, ¿verdad? Estas pobres víctimas del orfanato cosmológico, que pagan, ¿cierto? O sea, son miembros de esta comunidad que él llama. El señor camionero, el líder. De una banda. Son una banda, eso. Esto es como cuando en las noticias veas banda de no sé qué cometiendo un crimen. Esto es lo mismo, pero en la cosmología. Esa comunidad no solo pierde mucho, es que pierde mucho, es que es demasiado. Llegué hasta anotarlo. Anoté como 5 cosas graves, bien graves. Si esto no es juego lo que yo digo. No es ya una cuestión de que está picado por lo que le dijeron tontito y no sé qué. No, no es eso. Estos tipos pierden el alma, ¿cierto? Las pobres víctimas del orfanato cosmológico. Pierden el alma, ¿por qué? Pierden el alma porque siguen una cosmología falsa. Y acuérdense lo que decía Enoch, que tanto le molestó al señor Illuminati, ¿verdad? Que decía ese versículo, lo vimos en el capítulo Estrella, ¿verdad? Que iban a estar errados por las leyes de la estrella y por los pensamientos de la gente que vive sobre la Tierra, o sea, sobre el plano, ¿verdad? Y tendrán a las estrellas como dioses y sus caminos serán errados y van a terminar en el lago de fuego y azufre y van a terminar engañados, igual que los del Gleason y de todas esas tierras falsas de gama baja que tienen en la verdulería, ¿verdad? Del señor camionero, el líder de la banda. No solo pierden el alma, ¿cierto? Esa es una ticket. El dinero también, al ser membresías, ¿verdad? Y hay experimentos que le llaman ellos que son solo mediciones, ¿verdad? O sea, pierden plata. Desarrollo personal, pero no es el desarrollo personal gnóstico que decía el señor de la ONU, ¿verdad? Este es como el avance de terraplanismo, ¿cierto? O sea, los tienen en esa tierra de nunca jamás de donde no tienen medición, ¿cierto? O sea, al hacer estas mediciones inútiles no avanzan, ¿cierto? Ese es mi punto. Todo esto para terminar en una falsificación, ¿verdad? De cosmología, ¿cierto? De tierra y todo eso. Pues supongamos en el rectángulo falso ese del Illuminati, que va a terminar siendo un rectángulo cóncavo, yo ya sé, porque van a terminar con la de Ferguson. Les falta muy poco para poner la de Ferguson ahí en la verdulería. ¿Se acuerdan esa que era una tierra cuadrada falsa, rectangular, que era un radier, como la base de una casa? ¿Se acuerdan? Con la cóncava y el Gleason. Así va a terminar el rectángulo de ese señor Illuminati. Ese va a poner, ese quiere poner. Por eso le ofrecía el rectángulo áureo, porque esa es la ola. Cree que soy estúpido. Le dije así como sí era, porque en ese minuto no estaba claro, pero a los 3 días me aclaré, después ya supe lo que era. Y por si fuera poco, todo esto que lo vamos a enfrentar todos también, las tierras planas de gama alta, el Gleason o la mía, ¿verdad? Esas son las tierras planas de gama alta que compiten con los balones, ¿verdad? Yo compito con la sandía y el señor Lautaro de la ONU compite con el balón de la pelota, esa, la supuesta de la NASA, el globo que todos conocen. Yo compito con el esferoide ovalado, es el de verdad. El de Neil deGrasse Tyson, que se le hacen los huevos venir a debatir a este canal, te ha puesto lo que quiera. Si no va ni siquiera a debatir con los terraplanistas de gama baja, imagínate, va a llegar a este canal, imposible. Todo esto para encontrarnos con estos mismos hierofantes del globo, ¿verdad? Que tienen toda una ley de sacerdocio, hierofantismo pagano, donde su ley es la única y es como una Roma o antigua Grecia de panteónica, digamos. Yo creo que todos han visto este video en la TP, ¿cierto? El de la que supuestamente. Otro video que viene de dónde? Del señor de la ONU. No, no se vayan a creer esto, si estos son títeres. Este es un terraplanista falso que solamente hace refutaciones, está bien, no, por eso vamos a ver el final del video. Porque esta es como la conclusión, lo que nos quiere decir la élite. No vamos a ver el video completo, que eso lo hacemos en este canal al desayuno. Está refutando el globo. No vamos a ver eso. Entonces, como llenaron de memes este video, lo ridiculizaron y era súper buena la intención, el tipo la acorrala argumentativamente y la tipa no se pone nerviosa, no sabe qué hacer y al final le responde lo que van a decir un hierofante pagano, digamos, en este caso una bruja, ¿verdad?
Because there was a tree above the person here, and you can see the tree and everything. You say, well, where does the refraction start and stop? You know, like a mirage.
Okay, so for me, it's not science if somebody says it.
There's tests.
We have, in science, we have a system. We don't believe everything what people say or what they measure. They are publishing results in scientific papers. There is always peer review to that. And if there are questions to the results, they have to provide all the data, all the measurements. And even if it's published, it's not, if it's just somebody published this and somebody repeats it and cannot reproduce it.
This has been repeated. I could show you 50 different people.
In which journal is published?
I could tell you for a fact that mainstream science is really not happy with these people and is shutting them down. And I can tell you another thing for a fact. The governments and government websites.
So what are you claiming?
I'm just not claiming anything. I'm here to ask questions.
No,
I don't have any conclusions.
That these results prove that Earth is not curved.
I'm not saying that. I'm not making any claims, and I don't have any labels. What I'm saying to you is, this is strange. What do you think?
I think these measurements have to be verified by scientists. It's like claiming
but everyone's a scientist.
UFO. No, not everyone.
¿Viste? Eso es lo que dice el señor de la ONU también en su canal, que somos todos científicos, ¿verdad?
We are trained. We are trained as scientists. We are trained with the analytical skills and scientific judgment. Even if we don't know something for sure, we can judge based on the other lots of knowledge of scientific facts.
Okay.
And not everyone can do measurement and say, look, I measured this. How do you prove it?
¿Viste? Eso es lo que hacen en el orfanato cosmológico, las mediciones, ¿se acuerdan?
I had one crazy person visiting me, taking pictures of dark places with the flash. And she was claiming there are these little dust particles which she sees on the flash picture. These are UFOs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
UFOs, era ovni, no sé, que abajo leí pezones.
The fact, she took a picture of the dust particles scattered light, but her interpretation was, these are UFOs.
But if 100 different people have done this test with this new camera, 86 times zoom, at lakes, all around the world, peer-to-peer, there's a place peer-to-peer in England, and they're getting the same results of missing curvature, that's scientific method, observable, repeatable, measurable. That's the scientific method. And you replying the word refraction isn't scientific method.
It is. Refraction?
Well, where's your results that show refraction explains these tests away?
I can see sunlight from the behind of the horizon when the sun is down.
That doesn't mean that humans can jump up 30 meters.
What do you mean jump?
Okay, so say this human in this tree should be 30 meters below the curvature. You can't use the word refraction for them jumping up 30 meters. The tree and the person.
Why do you claim that your calculations are right? I'm not verifying right now.
I'm pretty smart. And
okay,
I verified.
I have to trust you. I see you first time.
But that's what I say to you. I could send you some data for you to do some.
Thank you.
But that doesn't make you a scientist.
No, it means that I don't want to do this particular project because I'm interested in many other projects.
But you're coming to conclusions without doing tests. That's not very scientific.
I'm not making a conclusion. Any.
But as an astrophysicist, surely you'd want to look at something like that.
No.
Why not?
I'm not interested.
Why would that be?
Because I'm busy with many much bigger questions than that.
And you think this is nonsense?
I think it's
the detectable curvature.
Yes.
Our survey said.
What would be your first reason for this being nonsense?
Because it's proven curve is round.
Could you show me the scientific methods experiment that did that?
Oh yes, it's done in 2,000 years ago.
Which test was this? Is this the sticks in the ground one?
Sticks in ground.
Volvió lo de las mediciones al final, la tipa.
Ships on the horizon.
I can show you with this camera ships, they go over the curvature. I can show you them coming back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Reappearing.
So it works?
Huh?
So it works in your case?
What I'm saying is the human eye has a vanishing point in these tests. I'm not making any claims. I'm just trying to find things out. The human eye has a vanishing point. curvature. It's the humanized vanishing point. Ships go beyond the vanishing point, and people say it's the curvature. I can prove to you today, if you want, with this P900 camera, the ship comes back.
I didn't understand that.
Okay.
It's okay, fine. I'm not going to talk to people who claim that Earth is flat.
I'm trying to find answers to some very interesting
it's
things.
It's enough for me. It's enough of nonsense. That woman was coming to me 3 times and always.
But you can't project her onto me. I'm a completely different person.
I am sorry. Do you say this picture is the data? She claimed exactly the same.
No, but this is a picture. This is video. This is video.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So if I showed you 1,000 videos,
it's interpretation.
Okay, if I showed you 1,000 videos of PhD scientists doing this, these aren't a bunch of idiots. These are scientists. A lot of them are PhD scientists. If I sent you 1,000 videos from PhD scientists doing curvature tests, you would still say it's nonsense.
PhD science in what?
Many different. I mean, some are civil engineers. Some are all sorts of different things. Some are astronomers.
Well, let them publish this. I want to read that paper.
But when they publish it, do you know what happens? It gets shut down.
Yeah, I want to read that paper.
No, the paper's not allowed to get out there. You even put a video on YouTube, they turn it off.
I'm not talking about this. This goes into a direction I don't want to talk about.
But this is science.
No.
Because it's measurable, repeatable,
It's
observable.
not science.
Why would you say that? Why would you say this isn't science when people are doing tests and capturing data?
Because of that woman I told you. There are pictures. These are data.
But as a scientist, you should say that was her, and this is something different.
No.
You can't project an old issue onto a new issue.
I'll give you an example. By exclusion. Try exclude that picture was you claim that every picture is a science. It's data. I agree. This is data. Somebody recorded it.
Yeah.
What comes after data is the analysis of the data.
And that's what's happening in these videos.
How the analysis is done, and after the analysis, there is interpretation of that analysis.
I can show you hours of this.
And
This is the data, the curvature model that every university in the world goes with.
Fine.
And this has big problems.
Make these measurements on the moon. Make these measurements on the moon. Make these measurements on the moon.
How would we get to the moon? They said they lost the data recently.
And go to the moon yourself. Go to the moon yourself.
But we can't go to the moon.
Yeah, so what can I do?
But NASA said that last year they can't go to the moon because they lost all the data.
Well, sorry. We live on the planet with the water and the atmosphere and gravity and uneven shape. And if somebody measures something which doesn't fit exactly the circle of the Earth, I'm sorry for this person because this is idealistic model.
You think they just got lucky and found a flat area?
I don't know what it's probably is just whatever. It's randomness. They have to make, in order to prove that Earth is flat, they have to take million measurements at million places.
I would say there's about 500 measurements of lack of curvature that are very well done with calculations.
It's your judgment.
No, it's not my judgment. This is not my judgment. They exist. These tests exist.
They are claims.
No, they're actually tests.
Claims.
They're actually tests.
These are claims. If they are not verified, these are just claims.
But you're saying they have to be verified by the scientific community?
Yes.
What if the scientific community at a high level is just shutting this information down?
Well, I can tell you. You can go and collect leaves, for instance, yeah? Because it's interesting. It's biology. Yeah? You collect leaves, it's biology. You come to the biologist and you say, look, this leaf is a little different than this one. How would you explain this? And he says, well, it's just natural variations. I'm not interested in this. And you say, oh, you are a biologist and you're not interested in this interesting thing. Why this leaf is different from that? It's biology. It's science. And you're not interested.
These aren't like different leaves. These are the same different tests of the same thing coming with the same results. That's highly scientific.
I should have asked your credentials before I talked to you. I'm sorry.
Here she demanded that I stop the recording as she was super flustered and angry. Now, before I tell you what happened, just remember what she said earlier in the interview.
This is for me, as a scientist, we're always like, okay, there's a puzzle, there's observation, which is true data, and there's a model which cannot confirm the data. And I'm sorry, the model is wrong. So
you would say direct experience is the king.
Yes.
So she is a contradictory mess of a scientist. And this person is one of the world's top astrophysicists.
Es una premio Nobel de astrofísica, ¿verdad? Y ya vieron todas las respuestas que dijo. Y estos otros tipos que quieren que arman una comunidad, ¿cierto? Y les hacen una promesa de salvación falsa por ya todo lo que explicamos inicialmente. Va a llegar a esto. Pero ellos van peor porque acá yo te muestro y te digo, oye, mira, pasa esto. Entonces yo no te estoy estafando, ¿verdad? Te estoy diciendo la verdad. Pero ellos te están estafando porque están así creando una ilusión falsa y no te muestran lo que pasa realmente. Por ejemplo, yo tengo un proyecto de una P1000 para financiarla entre la comunidad, que puede durar más tiempo dependiendo de la cantidad de interesados, ¿verdad? Y yo te vendo lo que es, o sea, yo te digo esto, voy a hacer el pitch en el capítulo de perspectiva, ahí voy a decir todo cómo va a ser y todo lo hice con el celular y luego financiar, ¿cierto? Entonces yo te digo lo que es y te digo, oye, pero mira, pasa esto, que está pasando esto lo que te acabo de mostrar, ¿verdad? Que había mostrado, de hecho, antes imágenes con la P1000 en este video, que esa era la data, porque lo que hacía esta Hierofantes era llevar toda esa data de la P1000, de las observaciones de refracción, de todo eso que hacemos, al nivel de los UFOs, de un sensor manchado de UFO, de una vieja. Esto era lo que yo quería que vieran. ¿Se fijan? ¿Se dan cuenta o no? Pero eso es distinto porque va a ser para nosotros, la comunidad es distinto. Y yo te digo lo que es, ¿verdad? Lo otro no. Que estamos haciendo cosas por la comunidad. ¿Qué haces tú, System Flat? Y el tipo, ¿qué hace? Aparte de lo que explicamos, no lo voy a volver a repetir, estas 5 cosas que tengo anotadas, que lata, pero les miente porque no saben que se van a enfrentar a esto finalmente. Es distinto. Los llevan ilusionados para tenerlo ahí en el cero avance y que paguen la platita nomás. Es una estafa, son una mafia cosmológica. Nos vemos la próxima.